so this might be striking, but over the weekend I actually saw the first series of the Spider-Man film, and in the part 2 with the actor Tobey Maguire, I actually saw that one of the professors was experimenting with AI strapped to his body. And in 2002, I'm sure we watched Spider-Man because he was swinging from webs. We had no idea the kind of conversation that professor was having. And all the way, about over 20 years ago, there are countries of the world that were already experimenting with AI, and they have been so advanced in the digital world, and we're just really we're getting there. But hey, if you're here, this is the right place for you, because BOF will help you learn real world digital skills as a young person, and that's really, really good. And then, you know, also help groom you to use the skills to grow, to earn, and to evolve, you know, be innovative. So it's not just about the training. You're not just getting trained and getting certified. In the BOF system, there is a reward for excellence and hard work. The alumni community is there. And then, of course, there'll be opportunities for work in that community. So that is the reason why BOF is here, not just to help train you for digital skills, but to connect you with real job opportunities to help you earn, innovate, grow, and evolve.
Exactly. Shaz, in fact, you've said everything. Anyways, like she said, we're here to make sure you earn, you grow, and you evolve. But we're going to actually start small. You know, we'll start with cohorts. We're going to start with batches.
Yeah.
We're going to call these batches cohorts.
Cohorts, yeah.
Right? So we know the term sounds big, sounds scary. You shouldn't be afraid. When we say cohort 1, we're talking about
the first batch. Yeah.
The first batch. So if you've registered already, then you're in cohort 1. And in this cohort 1, we're going to be covering the basics of the most demanded skills. And the most demanded skills currently includes data analysis, AI and machine learning, and Python and machine learning.
Yeah, Python and machine learning.
And Microsoft Office for administrators.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be covering.
All 3 courses for cohort 1. And so very quickly, the program overview. So it will be a 3-week virtual training program, fully virtual, and classes will hold on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So each day, the 3 courses will run from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. in the evening for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And it will be a 45 minutes lecture at a stretch, but you know, with 15 minutes interval break. So about 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes in the 1 hour. And so when you put all of that in, it will be 15 minutes break in total, which is why the training time stretches from 7 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. And just like I said before, the courses you'll be trained in are data analysis and AI tools, Python programming and machine learning, and of course MS Office Suite, the whole shebang of MS Office for administrators.
Exactly.
So let's just quickly go over rules and expectations. Like we said, this is a recap of the onboarding session that we did on Friday. It will do you a world of good to go, you know, go watch the video, the full video of the onboarding session, because what we're doing right now is we're just breezing through so we can get to the Q&A and you can get to you get the answers to all the questions that may be boggling at the back of your mind. But right now, rules and expectations. So basically, these are the key community rules you need to uphold as part of cohort 1 for the BOF training, free training. Did we mention it was free? Okay, we're just mentioning it again now. Free, 100% free. So the first one is be present, be on time, and engage. Right? So be present, be on time, and engage. You cannot be in the class and you're in the market. You actually have to create time for class, maybe with your writing materials, because there will be an assessment at the end of the training course. So you want to be able to have those materials handy so you can, really be part of the training, and the training will be a part of you too. So be present, be on time, engage. Please, on the various community platforms, no spam, side chat, or off-topic links. That means you can't come and start sending links for boutique, or you're sending link for online mama puts and those kind of things. Please stay on topic, no side chats or off-topic links. Only registered participants are allowed in learning groups. So like you said before, registration ended on Saturday by 11:59 p.m.
We actually gave them about 12 hours.
Oh, there was a stretch. Oh, lovely. So if you still missed that timeline, please do not worry. I think you can still learn, but you will not be a part of the groups, the discussion groups. However, and you will not be getting a certificate, correct?
Correct.
So, but then you could still just get the knowledge. And, for the next cohort, hope to be a part of it. But note that only registered participants are allowed in learning groups. Comes completed, registered participants get their certification. 50% requirement is needed for attendance to be certified, to get your certificate. Plus, you have to pass the final assessment. And then on the communities, make sure to keep to the business of the day, no off-topic links, no spams, no side gist, and all of that. Let's just keep civil, while we learn.
Yeah. So, next up, most of you ask, what comes after cohort 1? Right? So, there will be cohort 2, as you would imagine. There will be cohort 2. In cohort 2, we're going to go deeper. So, we're going to have advanced learning, we're going to have advanced courses. And like she said, there's going to be alumni support, right? So if you're a graduate from cohort 1, then you should expect that you are going to be given preferential treatment if there's any form of partnership or support that is going to be coming out to the beneficiaries of BOF.
Definitely.
And we also encourage you to commit long term. So if you've learned it in cohort 1 and you want to sharpen your skills, would encourage you to register for cohort 2. Yeah. So
don't just disappear. I mean, if we're here to help you learn, evolve, and earn, then it's not a one-off thing. Welcome to the BOF family, so to speak. So it's like, like a family. You don't need to just go away after you're done with your training session and you're certified. Stay back. There's lots of things you could gain, and definitely, the community is there to help you. So very quickly, we're going to move now to the Q&A session, and we got your questions. You asked, we heard. Now we're about to give you answers, and to moderate this bit of the session, I'm going to be giving you my co-moderator for the day, who will be doing the Q&A. Please, everyone, make welcome Debbie J.
Hello, good evening everyone. I'm Debbie J, and welcome to the Q&A session.
Welcome.
Alright, so this session would be one to answer your asked questions, those things bothering you about this cohort. So I hope we'll be able to shed enough light towards your questions. Alright, starting with the first question I have, someone is asking, will this link for registration, it's not working, what's going on? So I would like for our lead for this foundation to answer why the link is not working as of now.
Okay, well, that's a good question, right? So registration for cohort 1 has officially closed, we told you guys already that we're going to close it by 11:59 on Saturday, and we give about 12 extra hours for those that have not registered to register. Right? So if you missed it, well, you have to wait for cohort 2. You're still welcome to learn with us. Alright? But if you decide that you want to learn with us now, you can join the classes on YouTube, but you will not be part of the discussion groups. Because you will not be receiving the email that will admit you into those groups. Right? And you will also not be able to get the certificate. But then, like I said, you're welcome to learn with us. So you can get the knowledge, but you will not be getting the certificate.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Okay, our next question would be, I've not gotten my emails yet. What should I do? How should that be resolved?
All right, that's another very good question. So like we said, you should keep an eye out for your emails. We said you should keep an eye out on Sunday, right? So, there are a lot of people that registered. There are a lot of people that actually registered. So we'll start sending out the emails. They are going out right now. As we are speaking, they are going out, right? So if you haven't seen yours, you shouldn't worry.
Okay.
Do well, you could check your promotions, check spam, check your updates, right? But however, be relaxed. If you've not gotten your email yet, you'll get it shortly.
Alright, thank you so much for allaying those fears. So our next question would be, what is the minimum device spec that I as a person would need for this training? So what should I come with? Should I come with a phone, a laptop? What type of laptop? What type of phone?
Yeah, so that's another very good question.
Okay.
Right? A basic laptop would be okay. If you have an 8 gig RAM laptop, HDD or SSD, right, it will be okay. You don't need anything too complex. You don't need to go and be looking for how you buy 2 million naira laptop, 1 million naira laptop. Okay, come with what you have.
Alright.
Like we said, we're starting with the basics in cohort 1, so we're pretty sure you'll be able to work with what you have. And for those of you that said that you do not have a laptop, if you can borrow, like we said, the class will be for just an hour.
Okay.
45 minutes actually, you have to rest for 15 minutes.
Sure.
So you can borrow someone's laptop for an hour, so that you can practice, have that hands-on experience, and then return it till the next day, 3 days a week, right? However,
Yeah.
if that is not possible, you can just join in with your smartphone, get the knowledge, right? And whenever you have access to a laptop, you can get that, and then practice with that. Okay. Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much. Our next frequently asked question would be, what skills are in high demand due to AI? So we all know that for the past some years, AI has been on the ground. So what skills in this cohort is in high demand because of AI?
Okay. So with the emergence of AI, there's been a lot of change in the technical space, right? If you've been around for quite some time, you know that certain skill sets have become more relevant than others, right? Some courses have proven to become evergreen.
Okay.
Yes, one of which is data analysis. So if you are able to analyze data, then you become very relevant in the marketplace today, right? So data analysis is one of those skills that is currently in high demand due to AI. Python programming is currently in high demand. Machine learning basics, prompt engineering, and even AI content creation tools, which will be taken in cohort 2, is in high demand, right? So if you are part of cohort 1, you are already on the right track. Yeah. If you are with BOF, you are safe. All right.
All right. Thank you very much. I love that that security that has been given, that net of safety. So in line with the question of AI, there's also another question that is asking, how fast is it in Nigeria or in Africa how fast are we adapting to AI and machine language? So how would you answer this question in Nigeria? Let's start with Nigeria.
Okay.
How are we adapting to AI and machine language?
Well,
because normally our parents say, it's Yahoo, so...
well, Definitely, we know we are lagging behind in Nigeria compared to the first world countries, right?
Okay.
However, we are making progress. We are moving, right? The other day I saw a video on YouTube. It was a Nigerian, a young boy. I think he was like 17 years old or thereabout. He was on channels and they were interviewing him because he created an AI that speaks pidgin English.
Wow.
Yeah. The AI is primarily for speaking pidgin. It had about 19,000 views at the time, right? So people were interested. It got people talking.
Okay.
You understand? Because this proves that Nigeria is not all that behind
Okay.
in adopting AI or in moving at the pace, the global pace that the world is moving at, right? So we're not fully there, but individuals like that young man I spoke of, startups, there are certain startups that integrate AI into everything that they're doing nowadays in Nigeria here, right? And then organizations like this, foundations like this, that is giving you access to knowledge regarding the use of AI and how to handle it and harness it, proves that even though we are not there, we are in motion, right?
All right, so thank you very much. These are a few questions that we have for now. I would like for us to drop more questions in the chat box and we'll get to those questions in our next Q&A session. Don't worry, keep your heart at rest. Your questions will be answered duly. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.
Alright, so that was the Q&A session hosted by Debbie J and of course the Project E Gaga. Okay, so if you have any other questions, like Debbie said, go ahead and just put them up and we will get to them in the next Q&A session. But before we draw the curtain, if you've registered, your email with your course group link is on the way, and if you did not register, you might need to wait for cohort 2. Like he said, you can still learn. Certificates will not be available to unregistered learners. And well, I would like to say this is where we take off, everybody. It's time to zoom and get into the BOF training sessions for cohort 1. Thank you so very much for sending in your questions, and answers are here for you. And if you have more, send them in. We welcome all of those. Stay ready, show up, do your work, and you will be fine. Gaga, I think it's time to say good night, isn't it?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Are we good?